Hello everyone, it's Fran here from London Racegoers, here to give you some fashion advice ahead of the big event, Royal Ascot. It's still a while off yet, the 16th to the 20th of June, but these things really can take weeks of planning, and a lot of people, especially newcomers to racing, have a real fear of getting it wrong, and we don't want that. So there really are some quite strict rules associated with Royal Ascot, so I'm here to help decipher the do's and the don'ts. The first thing to remember is that your attire fully depends on what type of ticket you have and for which enclosure. There's actually 3 in total: the Royal Enclosure, which is the most posh one, the Grandstand and the Silver Ring. If you're going to be in the Royal Enclosure and you're a female, you've got to wear a formal day dress or a formal skirt and top. Nothing too short. You're only allowed to go just above the knee, and any straps on your top half must be at least an inch wide. You can't have anything like strappy tops, halter necks, off the shoulder tops, or anything like that. And don't even think about having your midriff showing. They don't like that in there. Now for the fun bit, the hats. This is what everyone associates with the term Ascot, and people really do go to town with their headgear. It seems like the bolder the better, so go nuts like some of these examples. But you have to stick to the hats and Royal Enclosures. Fascinators like this are actually not allowed in there anymore. For you gents heading to the Royal Enclosure, you've got to be in morning suits, including waistcoat and tie, and a top hat and super smart shoes like this dapper chap. It's very, very smart, but if you're considering swapping the tie for a cravat, I'll stop you right there, because cravats are a big no-no, I'm afraid. They don't give you much leeway on the top hats either. They've got to be a simple black or grey. But to be honest, most people just rent a top hat for the day, so I can't think of why you'd really need to buy one. So simple black-grey ones aren't hard to find, but any sort of customisation, massively frowned upon, and they simply won't let you in, so watch that one. Next to the Grandstand, where the rules are a little bit more relaxed, but, only marginally. Ladies, you've still got to be in a smart dress, and you've got to wear that hat in true Ascot style. But if you do want to wear your favourite fascinator, you are allowed to do that in the Grandstand, just not in the super posh Royal Enclosure. But again, no fancy straps on the top half and no bellies hanging out. Men, you're off the hook. No morning suits in the Grandstand, but you've got to be still, in a smart suit with the tie. They're not going to let you in if you turn up in sports kit, jeans, shorts, flip-flops, that kind of thing. And finally, for the Silver Ring goers fashion advice, there's no formal dress code as such, but you are encouraged to make an effort and dress smartly, which most people do to get in the spirit of Royal Ascot. But stuff like fancy dress, branded clothing is not allowed, and bare chests, which is unsurprisingly not allowed, but there's always one. So that's your fashion advice for Royal Ascot done. It's important not to get it wrong to save yourself embarrassment and disappointment on the day. They can be pretty strict there. So enjoy the races, everyone, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter @London Racegoers and find us on Facebook too.